Hey guys, what up? Just got done doing a push workout, training my chest, my triceps, and my shoulders, and a little bit of core. But I just wanted to hop on here and just kind of give you a little rundown, a little bit of story about who I am and why I'm doing this transformation. For those who don't know, my name is Sergio Desvite. I'm a husband, father of two, own my own business, and I work full time. And like as a father, fitness for a while for me, kind of like growing up a lot, like all throughout high school. Like I used to be in like really good shape. I was an athlete. Like I played football, basketball, did track. I boxed a little bit, and fitness has always been like a huge part of me. Like I always prided myself on being in really good shape, like six pack, big arms, all that. Like I was really into bodybuilding. Me and my friend while I was in high school. So being in shape was always like second nature to me. And as time went on, like I got older, I still continued to stay strong with it, because I mean, if you grow up doing something and you really fall in love with it, like chances are when you get up into your upper 20s and your 30s and your 40s and 50s and so on, you'll stick with it. And that's what happened to me when I got introduced to fitness. Like I started when I was young, and like a little middle schooler, went through all high school, and even in my 20s, still stuck with it, and now in my 30s, and I'm still going. But a lot of that's really kind of changed. Like body type wise, I realized like as you get older, you don't burn fat like you used to. You don't recover as quick as you used to. Everything changes when you get older, and a big change for me that took a while to get used to was getting kids. Like it's all different. Like when you're single, or even when I was married, me and my wife were in college, I didn't have really any issues of going to the gym because I didn't have those responsibilities of, I had a dog, that's my only responsibility. But other than that, like I go to school, work out after school, and then eat whatever I needed to eat, and so on and so forth. And I did that all the way up until graduated, and then moved back into my in-laws' house for a little bit, and then me and my wife moved to Florida, and then we had our first kid, and it's a pretty big change. You don't have a lot of time. You really have to track your time when you have those extra dependents, and that took a while getting used to. Luckily for me though, like the job that I had in Florida, I worked in the gym, like a high intensity interval gym, HIIT training, HIIT camp, or whatever. But I worked in a gym setting like that, so I got a lot of my steps in, and I worked a lot around trainers and stuff. So and we all prided each other on like staying in shape and all that. So I had that going for me, so it wasn't crazy hard to do it. I said to manage my time more, but also I was training others to do the same, so we had to lead by example, But bigger things turned when I had my second child. So we moved back to Iowa after 2.5 years, and we were pregnant with my daughter, and then we had our daughter, and that's really when things changed for me. When it came to my fitness, like I couldn't figure out how to get in the gym like I used to, and my track like my food how I used to, mainly because like I was so busy getting up in the middle of the night with my daughter, or playing with my son, doing the things of being a dad, or being a father, or being a husband, like those busy duties, working, all that. Like I was doing everything, and I was like pretty much like taking a back seat to my health for a while. And that's when I started realizing like my body was like starting to change. Like I couldn't burn fat as quickly. Like I was putting on those extra pounds, you know. Like shirts were fitting tighter, not in a good way. I mean, my arms were filled out, but my stomach area, like, and my back, like that's when it started, like, kind of, I wouldn't say insecure, but like I started being like, whoa, you know, like what's going on here? But like it was just a big change for me, and I couldn't snap out of it for a while. Like with your energy being low, and like I'm spending so much of my time doing other duties and not prioritizing myself. Like my whole fitness stuff started to take a back seat, and it's like you can't do that. Like you can't do that for yourself if your plan is to like build a strong body and maintain your health and be a good role model for your kids, and which I really wanted to do, which I want to do, then you have to make fitness, health and fitness, like a priority for yourself. And recently I just started getting back into it. Like I went on like I bulked up to like maybe like what, I don't know, 220 something, or not even that, maybe like 215. And then I went on a cut, and I got back down to under 200, and I was pretty lean. I think if you go to my Instagram, I have pictures of and videos of what it looked like when I was lean. But hey, I'll drop a link for my Instagram, and my YouTube page, so you can, like, if you want to follow along with the tips and my journey, and if you want help yourself on getting back in shape, like I'm gonna be dropping tons of videos and stories and tips just to help you guys out to get back in the shape that you know you need to be, and so you can be a good role model for your family. But I was in really good shape, and then like after that cut, it's just like I went on like an kind of planned bulk. I wasn't really tracking what I needed to track. I'd eat whatever I want because I could get away with it, because I looked pretty good. I look pretty good, like in clothes and stuff. So I'm like, I'll eat whatever I want. Go to the store, get donuts, go eat cheeseburgers, like go out to eat fast food, like not really paying attention to it. And then slowly, like I started noticing like this fat, like starting to come on, and like fogginess in my brain, and just the lack of energy I had. Been doing everything, like I couldn't even sleep really good at night. I just felt lethargic all the time, and just kind of like not powering through my day, but like almost like surviving. Like as dads, we should be thriving each day, like leading by example. And I got to a rut of like when I was just like just eating whatever I wanted, and like I got to the point where I just wasn't satisfied with how I looked anymore. Like, and how many of us are out there like I know we just went on vacation. Like for example, we just went on vacation in Florida. Went back and visited my old town or whatever. But like I told myself like this year I would get to the best shape of my life, and that was January. Now we're in September, and I'm not where I want to be. So when we went on vacation, I'm like man, why is my stomach like sticking out further than it needs to? Like, you know, like this might be a little TMI, but like when you go to the bathroom as a man, you look down and pee. Like it is a problem if you cannot look down and see your thing and pee. Like that's a no-go. That was probably a wake-up call for me. Like, you know what, I need to tighten this up. Like, cause I've only been like this a few times when I actually bulked for real and got up to like 230, 240. But like unintentionally though, like when you can look down and you can't see your thing when you go to the bathroom, like as a man, that just should do something to you. It did something to me, like a wake up call to myself. Like we gotta tighten this up. Like how long are you willing to go around and do that. Like, I know there's people out here that like, if you're a dad and you go on vacation and you wear your shirt at the beach, like, are you okay with that? Like, you want to wear your shirt, or would you rather take off your shirt and be proud of what you built, and your wife could be proud of what you built, your kids could be proud of what you built? Like, luckily for me, like, I was still proud of what I built, but like, I know I could have did better, and that I just needed to lock in. So that's really what I'm doing. That's why I'm making this journey, and I want to document it to show you guys what can be done when you really lock in. And it's September 2nd, I believe. Yeah, September 2nd right now. We still got about 17 weeks of the year. So I want to show you guys like what you actually can do, what you can put your mind to, what goals you can achieve when you just lock in. So I'm going to take you through it every step of the way. And while I'm going through it, I'm going to be dropping videos. I know I got a couple videos out right now, but I'm going to be dropping more consistently. So probably a vlog, and then I'll throw some educational content out there, like stuff that will actually help you guys. You can apply it and see how it works for you. And just stuff about like different topics of what I think of, like what's going on, and like how to lead as a man and stuff like that. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of stuff to help you guys out, and you'll be able to document. I'll be able to document my journey. You'll be able to see how I transform my body, and if you apply the things that I tell you, you can get the same transformation. Like, there's no reason why as fathers we should be like out of shape or anything like that. Like at all. Like we already deal with a lot of stuff as it is being a man, and then as a father, like you're called to like carry all the burden, like you're called to work, you be the leader of your family, and other things. You guys know like how much responsibility are on you guys' shoulders. Like if you're not in good health, like what makes you think you're gonna be able to handle that efficiently? And that's what I've been struggling with. Like when I'm not in tip-top shape, I find that I struggle with like leading how I need to lead, and like doing other things as a dad, like lower energy and stuff like that. With my kids, with my kids, I'm a little, especially if I don't have my morning routine tied in place, and if I'm not doing it, I just feel like I'm more short-tempered with them, and like not leading how I need to lead. Like I just want to be that role model where my son looks at me and he's like, dang, Dad, you got all those muscles, how do I get that? Or when my son's about to get in school, I want to be, like when it's a program and he's talking to his friend, he's like, look, there's my dad. And he looks and he sees me coming, and he's like, man, his friend's like, man, your dad looks big. Like, how? Like, I want that. Like, cause that just shows me that I'm leading by example. And in turn, my son will want that, and he'll want that for himself, and then he'll have that, and then pass that on to his kids. Like, I come from a family, like, a lot of people in my family, like, of the adults, like, were very obese. Like, a lot of them struggled with, like, diabetes or heart attacks. Like, my grandparents both had heart attack, open heart surgery. Like, you name it, they had it. And it's all from being overweight, being obese. Like, and that's something I did not want for my life or my kids' life or anything like that. So that's why I'm so dedicated to training and overall working on my health and fitness, because I do not want to go down that path. I know what happens when people are suffering from like being obese and overweight, like high blood pressure. I don't want any of that stuff. Like, I have a long life to live. I have 2 beautiful kids and a beautiful life to lead. And I want to make sure I'm the most tip-top shape as I can be when I do it. So this is really like just kind of a raw talk, just laying it out there, like who I am, where I'm coming from, and what I plan to do with this YouTube moving forward. So give this a watch, and I'll put my link for my Instagram down in my bio.